around, I get asked all the time, what's the deal with your son? What happened to him? What's his diagnosis? Well, for those of you who don't know, my son Demarion was hurt when he was 3 years old. His daycare center forgot him in a hot van. That gave him severe brain damage. In the beginning, we were told that he probably wouldn't make it, and they told us basically to prepare to bury him, but he lived. And in that, I have what is now an 18-year-old disabled child, and I've been caring for him. My family, we've been caring for him since that day. And so, he has a traumatic brain injury. What that means is that he's nonverbal. We do everything for him. We bathe him, we clothe him, we have to feed him. They told us he wouldn't walk, but he does walk, and he seems to be a pretty happy kid. I mean, it's hard for me to believe that he is 18 because of the way that I care for him. I didn't get to experience the things with him that I experienced with my other two children, as far as, milestones and things of that nature. But we've watched him be an absolute miracle in our life. People always ask me, what happened to the daycare center where this happened? Well, nothing happened to them. And as a result of the accident, there is a law. It's called Demarion's Law. And I worked with legislators to get that law passed many, many years ago. And it all seems like it was yesterday to me, just because I guess I live with it every day. And the other question I get is, how have you gone through this and stayed so positive? And I just tell people, it has to be God. It has to be the grace of God. It has to be God carrying me through this entire ordeal. He has been with me the entire time. On the day that Demarion was hurt, I will never forget, in that emergency room, this voice spoke to me. I heard it clear as you hear me speaking to you right now. And that voice said, he'll be okay. He will live. I didn't know what that meant, but I went with it. I heard it loud and clear. And, it's been a journey. It's definitely been a journey. But what I can tell you is that it has been a journey where I've been able to experience some of the most miraculous things that I know I never would have experienced. I have met some of the most awesome people on this journey, and I'm just thankful that Demarion is here. I'm thankful that we were able to celebrate his 18th birthday. I'm thankful that he's a happy kid in spite of the many disabilities that he has. And yes, there have been many setbacks. I get upset sometimes at milestones. I'm human. That's normal, and that's okay. And what you do is you just go through it, and eventually you say, hey, it is what it is. I'm going to make the most of it, and I'm going to try to be positive because that kid needs me. So for those of you who didn't know, that's a little background on Mr. Demarion Pittman.